Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on kind of the evolution of Minecraft YouTube. I am not part of that community, so don't even get there. I'm mainly interested in the topic because it's actually had a huge growth over the past few years, but it has also had probably the most controversial stands and fans for the past few years, and I am truly just interested in the topic itself. So there will be a few trigger warnings if need be, if I end up talking about trigger warnings, because I won't be doing this as a script, so I'm just going off what I think in my head. So yeah, if you're interested, keep watching. Minecraft YouTube as a whole has evolved so much in the past 10 years, from when it was really huge, when people would gross over millions of views per video, to when it had a stagnant point where people couldn't even make to reach 100k views for channels with 10 million subscribers. And then it took a huge hike where people would seem to be making 20 million views per video. So why is this change so immense? Well, you could base it on a few things. Minecraft as a whole is a very up and down trending type of thing. They were still putting out content in the stagnant years. It just the YouTubers that were putting it out had almost their fan bases had grown away with them, you know? They hadn't grown with their fan base, which I think really hindered them in the long term. In the short term, it was great because the algorithm benefited them. But when they started to not grow with their fan base, it kind of became a problem where they couldn't gain the fans they had when they couldn't gain fans. That was the biggest problem, it seemed. And these YouTubers are starting to kind of realize from now, like, yeah, we kind of fucked up. We were almost chasing the money in a way. And I think the biggest problem stems from, well, now in this day and age, in 2021, recording this on the 31st, I think that mcyt fandoms as a whole have kind of almost intensified to the point of no return. Like, looking at these fandoms who call themselves, fans of them, it's almost obsessive. Like, I remember scrolling on Twitter one day and it was like Dreams, like Spotify, which is like really creepy and invasive to me for some reason. Like, you are following someone on Spotify, fine, but you are tweeting every single time they like post. Like, it's a little like on the nose invasive in a way. I see it, at least. Maybe you'll see it differently. And the other biggest problem in my opinion is when these like fandoms and these like people don't do anything to protect themselves. You know, they'll just keep saying more kind of racist type of jokes and really, really weird jokes that I don't think are funny, but most of their fandom does because they're full of incels and almost children. Like, their behaviorisms are seen as jokes when they're not really joke terms. Like, it's confirmed. Like, any real person with jokes about what the hell. Like, you do not joke about that type of stuff. I'm not going to say those jokes here because I don't want to trigger anyone. But, like, Tommy Innit joking about lesbians and how he's the king of lesbians, like, I'm not lesbian myself, but I would never call a man the king of lesbians. Like, that in itself is just very weird. And, like, him romanticizing and sexualizing lesbians, you're a straight cis white male. Get over yourself, please. Um, and I just find that these channels, and I don't know, maybe I'm just not their targeted audience once again, but I just find it's like half of their viewership is adults. Like, I don't mind kid adults, like, there's great ones, but they put out kid-friendly content that isn't bashing everyone's culture, religion, or sexuality. Um, I just think that from 2010 to 2020, in 2021 actually, there has been a shift in how YouTubers then acted, and now how they do act now. Like, if Stampy said any of this, like, like he would have been canceled right away. Like, let's be honest here. Stampy had the most kid-friendly image on YouTube up and when he started posting Minecraft more regularly as his feature form content. He would have been canceled. He would have been one of the first canceled ever. Like, they were pretty bad back then. Like, if you did something shit, like, look at some of the old YouTubers who don't post anymore. But it seems now these people just get away with it in a way, and I think it's quite funny how we have almost double standards for people that were raised in our generation, who should know better, but they don't. Like, you should know better by now that saying jokes like that are defaming other cultures, religions, and sexualities is just wrong. And like the people being affected just joke around with it more. They improve the joke and make it even worse, which I just think is really weird. And I don't know. I have a problem with also the way they market now as a whole. Like, it's all so guilt trippy. Like, stop guilt tripping about everything. Like, no one cares that you are poor and you need your money to continue your Minecraft streaming dream. You're not poor. You have a MacBook, so that at least shows you that you're middle class, a new one to be exact. You're in a position, which I know I'm talking about, we'll just call them S. S is in a position where they can afford such luxuries. Why are we doing the guilt tripping situation here? This is not what we want. Like, if this had been 2010 YouTube, it probably would have been a lot more like, oh yeah, we're supporting them. But with how many kids and people are doing this as a marketing strategy, I just think it's kind of weird. It's like taking the mick out of these GoFundMe pages that are actually for real world issue problems, and all of the guilt tripping from, please follow me, I need 250 followers before I to get my dream of being a streamer. Give me 5 subs. I need the 5 subs. Like, who are you, Amanda Cerny, begging for 250 subs so she can continue streaming?
All right, guys, let's stay focused. We're getting distracted with numbers here. 500 subs. We got to get to 500 subs. It's the only way I'm committing to a stream schedule. We're at 187. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Hello? And I think it's just weird how these people just get away with shit. And the fandoms just, ugh. Like, I know as a K-pop stan, like, WoW fandom, I guess fandom as a whole is, yeah, it's pretty fucked up, and I try to not to align myself with these people. But we seem to almost get, like, staked to a cross when these people don't seem to get a mick. Like, we're called bullies for saying, like, hey, this is freaking weird and wrong, like, you're sexualizing a minor here. But, like, it's just seen as bullying, you know? And I just don't understand that. But also, like, it's just weird. Like, why do people still, like, I get why people still play Minecraft. I play Minecraft with my boyfriend sometimes, and it's fun. I just don't see the point in just, like, obsessing over something to an extent where it becomes an obsession. You're obsessed with these people, and I guess you could say the same for us, but I don't see myself as, like, wanting to check freaking Luda's Spotify every 2 minutes. Like, oh my god, she's listening to Senorita. Oh my god, ah! Like, it's weird. Like, I don't know. Like, if I had fan pages about me, like, showing me what I was, like, listening to and stuff, like, I would be a bit weirded out by that. And just, ugh. And, like, these people do pretty fucked up shit. And, I mean, like, look at Elf Elite. Elf Elite? Was that his name? Yeah, he got, like, apparently, I don't know for sure, so you can tell me about this in the comments below. I think his allegations made about him were actually pointed out to be false, but that dude lost his whole career over it. But these people who had this thought while editing, so I thought I should bring it up, and how the blatant support that the Dream SMP has been giving to James Charles after the confirmed fact of his grooming of minors has been made, I think that can basically show you what type of people the Dream SMP and who these people are supporting are. So, yeah, that was my little editor's note. You can continue with the video now. We're clearly are not apparently educated in 2021 are making jokes about at people's expense. I don't get that, you know, I just think it's kind of fucked. But, yeah, that was my short little tangent. I'm probably going to be, cancelled by everyone on my third video, but I don't know. I hope I'm not done. I'm just not gonna use that fan cam again. But yeah, I hope you have a great evening or a great morning, wherever you are in the world, and thank you for watching this video, and bye now.